Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Minnie Mouse's Clubhouse from the show Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. I don't think that a Minnie Mouse Clubhouse exists, but I thought that it would be fun to run the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse through a mini filter, and this is what I have came up with. In this video, not only will I show you how to make the entire outside of the clubhouse, but I will also show you how to make the entire inside as well. Fun fact, I'm hidden somewhere in the intro of this video. Let me know in the comment section if, where and when you found me. This is the amount of space required to make the clubhouse, a 58 block wide by 48 block long area as represented by this grid that I'm now showing you on the screen. To find the starting position, we start at the front left hand corner of the grid, count to the right, find the 28th block, and then count inwards towards the centre and find the 24th block. That is where we begin. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Begin the build by placing 11 pink concrete in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Look down at the ground and place a pink concrete behind and to the right. Extend to the right by 1, and then place 2 more pink concrete behind and to the right. Extend back by 1, place a pink concrete back and to the right, and extend up by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place a pink concrete back and left, and then up 1. Place 2 pink concrete back and left. 1, 2. Extend left 1. Place a pink concrete back and left, and extend left by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend forwards and left. Place another pink concrete to the left. Place 2 pink concrete forwards and left. 1, 2. Extend down 1. Place a pink concrete forwards and left, and extend down by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place a pink concrete forwards and right, and extend down by 1. Then place 2 pink concrete extending forwards and right, 1, 2, and extend to the right by 1. If everything has went well, we will have this pink circle. Next, we are going to come all the way to the front of the build and place 2 pink concrete here, 1, 2, with a light blue stained glass to the left, which we will extend up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will extend the 3 middle blocks 1 row to the right and to the left, and then we will do the same on the left side of this row. We will place 1, 2 pink concrete, light blue stained glass here, extend up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extend the 3 middle blocks left and right, just like this. We then want to place a layer of pink concrete that extends up and across the top of these, like so, to create a box. We want to make the exact same thing on the back of the build. There are windows on the front and the back, and they are the same. So we will start here and place 1, 2 pink concrete, light blue stained glass to the right, which we will extend up 1, 2, 3, 4. We will extend the 3 middle blocks to the left and the 3 middle blocks to the right. Over here, we will place 2, 1, 2 pink concrete with a light blue stained glass to the left, which we will extend up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we will extend the 3 middle blocks left and right by 1. And then we will extend pink concrete up and over these rows just like this, and that will give us the exact same thing on both the front and back of the build. We can then fill all of the empty space in between these rows in with pink concrete, and not only that, we want to extend all of the other pink concrete rows of our circle up, and we want to extend them up as high as the walls on the front and back of the build, and this will form the rough base shape of the clubhouse. Now that we have raised up all of those blocks, we are now going to add another layer of pink concrete above and inside the top of the walls. The pink concrete will simply extend along the inside of the shape that we have created, and it is important that the pink concrete does not connect together in the corners. So, now that we have done this, we want to add 3 more rows on top of it. 1, 2, 3. Now, before we move on, I want to place a layer of pink concrete along the top of the lower walls. On the long sides of the clubhouse, we have these really long rows of pink concrete, and I just want to add an additional row on top that is just 1 row shorter on both sides, and it kind of gives the clubhouse a bit of a curvier shape. Moving on back up, we now want to add another layer of pink concrete that is 1 row higher and inwards in relation to the top of the clubhouse. So once again, we're kind of just following the shape that we have placed at the top of the clubhouse for ourselves, and we do not want it to connect together in the corners. We do, however, want to add another row directly on top. Then, we want to add a layer of pink concrete that is, once again, 1 row above and inside of the previous layer. However, this can connect together in the corners, as it creates a completely different shape by doing so. There we go. Final layer now, we are going to place a layer of pink concrete that just covers up all of the empty space. There's nothing really much else to it. We just want to make sure that all of the space is just completely filled. I like to make the circle and then just fill it in. I think that that's the easiest way. But as long as we both end up in the same place, it doesn't really matter. Next, we have a decision to make. This part of the clubhouse is based on Minnie's dress, which is pink, but it does of course have white polka dots. I actually think that this looks really good as it is, but you may choose to add the polka dots. Starting on the front of the build, if you want to add the polka dots, we will remove this block here and replace it with a white concrete. And this block here, replace it with a white concrete. We will also remove this block, replace it with white, and we will replace this block here with white concrete as well. Moving up, we will replace this block, and this block with white concrete, just like so. And then moving up to this layer, we will remove this, and replace these with white concrete. So this is what it should look like. Now that we have done that to the front of the build, we will go and do the exact same thing on the back, because it is a little bit tricky to do this, and there's not necessarily a pattern to it, unfortunately. So we will remove this block here, replace it, replace this block, these off to the side as well. And then moving up to this layer, we will replace this block, and this block. And also just on this layer, this block, and this block. And if we just take a look, I think that this is the easiest thing to do. These are the blocks that got removed. So not only that, there are also blocks to remove on the two sides. So I'm going to start on this side, and I am going to remove this block here, and then leave a gap of 1, 2, 3. This block, 1, 2, 3, this block. We'll replace all of these with white concrete. And then if we come up to this position, we will remove this block, and this block. Do notice how there's kind of a pattern here? And then we will remove this block and this block. So there's sort of a pattern on the side. And then if we move up to the next layer here, this block, and this block, and then finally this one and this one. It's really hard without making this overly drawn out and long explaining it, but like if you just take a look, you should be able to replicate this on your clubhouse as well. And we'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side, so in the same pattern. And it does follow kind of a pattern. So here, remove this block, and then there's a gap of 1, 2, 3, this one, 1, 2, 3, this one, and then we can come up to the top, and starting here, there's gaps of 3 in between all of these, and then we just remove the blocks that are like in between. So in the middle, it kind of just creates this pattern. And then moving up to the next layer, we just remove the same blocks as we did down below. And then all the way up on this layer, we remove the blocks that are in between them again. So once again, a pattern, but it's kind of tricky. And there we go. So if you need to, just take a second and you can apply that. And we do also have to add polka dots to the corners as well. So it's the same on every single corner. We've already done one here, but we remove this block, replace that with white concrete, this block with white concrete, this block with white concrete, and then just one more all the way up at the top here, this block with white concrete. And we actually do the same on each one of the 4 corners, so it's a little bit easier. So we want to do this 3 more times. So once again, start the corners here. I'm going to do each one of the 3 corners, extending all the way up. And then we've already done one here, luckily on this side. And there we go. So that's all there is to it. A little bit easier than the other sides. So once again, we remove this block here, and then this one in the corner at the top, and then this one here, and then that's it. Then we can just shift around to here and do this for the last time. So I'm going to jump the gun and place one here, 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 and here. And there we go. And that is why I said that that is optional, because it's a little bit tricky to do. But again, you may or may not appreciate that. I do like it. I do think it does look ever so slightly better than the pink all by itself, but I do think that the pink by itself looks really good too. Next, let's focus on the entrance section. On the right side of the build, we want to place a black concrete right here. We then want to extend the black concrete to the left by 2, 1, 2, and to the right by 2, 1, 2. We then want to extend this black concrete to the right by 2, 1, 2, and then place a magenta concrete on the outside. Extend up 2, 1, 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 3, 1, 2, 3. We then want to place 2 magenta concrete extending up and to the right, 1, 2, diagonally, like so. And then we'll extend right 2, and then 2 magenta concrete down and to the right diagonally, 1, 2, and then down by 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we want to extend back towards the clubhouse, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, black concrete inside, join back this way, and this is the shape that we should have. So from here, we want to smooth out these rows by placing rows of magenta concrete extending down to the ground. So these rows like this, that's perfect. And we then want to extend these an additional 2 rows outwards. So the entire long row, just 2 more rows this way, towards the boundary of the build. And then we are going to place a layer of magenta concrete that just sits along the inside of the shape, but 1 row outwards, of course. So we want to have something which should look like this. And then it's a little bit more nuanced than that, in that we want to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 magenta concrete like this, and then 1, 2, 3. And we want to do this on the side as well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And the point is that we are able to remove these blocks, place magenta concrete here, oak door here, and then we just want to build magenta concrete around. And we then just want to fill these gaps in with magenta concrete, just like so. That looks good. And then we want to make the rest of the leg / foot. So to do that, we will raise up these rows of black concrete by 2 rows like this. We will then add a row of black concrete above and inside of these that extend towards the actual foot, like this. So they extend towards the top of the shoe, I should say. And then all we want to do is place kind of like the minimum amount of black concrete required to cover up all of this space. So we just want to place black concrete in this fashion, just like this. And there we go. That looks fantastic. I've also added a flower to the tip of the shoe as well. So there's going to be a... As a matter of fact, yeah, white concrete here, and then pink concrete extending out in every direction. And there we go. That is the foot / entrance / leg complete. Next, we will turn our attention to the head. Come all the way up to the top middle of the clubhouse. We want to find the very center of the top of the clubhouse. So this is the center. I managed to eyeball it, luckily. So basically, if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in front of the black concrete that we just placed, and 6 in any other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's the middle. We want to add an additional row of black concrete all the way around that. And then we want to extend the 3 rows of black concrete on every single side outwards, just like this, to create a plus shape. We will then further extend the middle up by 1 row. And now we can start shaping the head. We will place a row of 5 black concrete to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up, left 2, 1, 2, up, left 1, up 2, 1, 2, left and up by 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 1, right 2, up 1, right by 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, down 1, right 2, down 1, right 1, down 2, right 1, down by 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then left 1, down 2, left 1, down 1, left 2, down 1, and then we can just extend to the left and we can join back, and we should have a nice even circular shape just like this. Now from here we want to extend the entire circle forwards by 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and backwards by 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really matter where we start. I'm going to start here just because I'm here. We have to extend every single block backwards and forwards equally. Do you know what would be quite handy before we do continue? Here, in this corner, stick a magenta concrete, or a colourful block, it doesn't matter which one. And here, in this corner, stick a magenta concrete, I'm just making sure. So this is right in the middle of the head. This will be useful later. Just stick a colourful block in those two positions, just like this. Make sure it's on the middle row, not the row that we were just extending, and then we can continue extending. Trust me when I tell you, that will be handy later. So where did I even finish off? So that is the back of the head. We can now move all the way to the front of the head and do the same. So, now that we have successfully extended all of those blocks, both forwards and backwards, we have to shape the head a little bit. So, all we have to do is place a layer of black concrete that sits one row inside of our empty shape, but of course on the outside of it. Which honestly sounds really weird as I'm saying it, but it's actually incredibly straightforward to do. There we go. So it does want to connect into the corners. I probably should have mentioned that. And then once we have done that the one time, all we have to do is just then fill in all of the empty space in front of that previous layer. So I always like to just make a big circle and then fill it in first. But the goal is just to fill in all of that empty space, and it will naturally just make the shape that we want. So now that we have shaped the front of the head, we are going to come to the back of the head and do the exact same thing. So once again, just a layer of black concrete that sits on the outside, yet inside of the shape, connects together in the corners. There we go, I hope that that's right. And then one more time, we will just make that shape again. I'm just going to make the circle that is one row on the outside, yet follows the shape along the inside, and then we're just going to fill the entire thing in. This is what the head will look like once it has been 100% fully filled in. Now we have to make the ears. Luckily, earlier we placed these handy magenta concretes to help us with the position. So, looking this way, we are going to place on top of this magenta concrete a black concrete, which we will extend to the right and then up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then left, up, left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, left, and down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, down, and then we can just connect all the way back to the right, extend up, remove and replace the magenta, and this is the shape that we want. So this is the circular shape. So for this, we just want to add another layer of black concrete both in front of and behind this circle, which is, once again, difficult for me. I'm trying not to keep complaining, but it's still hard. So we'll extend it one row forwards and back. Luckily, we don't have to do this as much as we did with the head. And then all we have to do is create a shape in front of and behind the ear now that just fills in all of that empty space, and this is the only shape that we actually have to add to the ear section. So this is the back, and we'll do the exact same thing to the front as well. So we're just applying a layer of black concrete in front of all of that empty space, and that's all there is to it. That is perfect. And once we've done that on one side, we can go ahead and do the exact same thing to the opposite side. So looking at it like this, on top of this block, we'll place a black concrete, extend left, up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, up, right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, right, down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, left, down, and then just extend to the left, up, remove and replace the magenta, add a layer of black concrete, both in front of and behind the ear shape, so that is, whoops, so that's the front, and then we just have to do the back as well. And then we can add a layer of black concrete in front of and behind the empty space of the ear. We just want to do this on the front and the back, and it's just really, really simple. So just cover up that space whilst simultaneously adding more shape to the ear. There we go. That is absolutely perfect. So, there is one thing that we're missing, which is a giant bow on top of Minnie's head. So, to start, we will come all the way to the front middle of the head, and we're just going to mark it out with a pink concrete. I'm pretty sure that's the middle, but just to check, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks either side of the middle, which there seems to be. So, just remove those. We will extend that pink concrete backwards by 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2. We will then extend to the right by 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right by 3, 1, 2, 3, down 1, right 1, down by 3, 1, 2, 3, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 2, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 2. Just like this. And then we should just be able to connect back to the build like so. And this is the outer shape of the bow, and we're actually just going to make it a bit simpler in that we will just fill this little block in here. So, for the bow, we then want to add another layer of pink concrete inside of all of the empty space left for the outline of the bow. So, just one row on the outside of it, but following the shape of the empty space, we should be able to create the shape of the bow by doing this, which is absolutely perfect. And from here, we can just flip onto the opposite side, so here, and we can make the exact same shape, but mirrored. So we will extend this block to the left 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, left 1, up 2, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left by 3, 1, 2, 3, down, left, and then down by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 2, left 1, and then just down 1, 2. Just like this. And that should give us the exact same shape as we have on the opposite side, although as a matter of fact I do believe that we have to further extend these two blocks just to the left by 1. And I think that that's perfect. Would they look better if we extended them straight down to the head? So the difference is literally just one row. I do feel as though this side looks better. I guess it doesn't extend down to the head, right? I guess it does. So this is the exact same shape as we have on the opposite side, and all we have to do is one row outwards. We just have to fill all of this empty space in. So once again, This is one row in front of everything. We're just covering up all of the empty space, and that will inevitably give us... I'm just making sure the shape is the same on both sides because it's quite complicated. We also have to make the center of the bow the knot in the middle, so we will extend this block here, left, right, add a row on top, fill this middle bit in here, and extend this block forwards 1, 2, just like this. And then for the back of the bow, we are going to extend all of these blocks. How many rows backwards shall we do? Shall we do 1, 2... Maybe we'll just do 1, 2. So we'll extend all of the outer blocks backwards by 2 rows. So we'll ignore these middle blocks here. So the back of the bow is kind of its own entity, shall we say. But for the rest of the outer shape of the bow, we'll extend those backwards by 2 rows. Wherever possible. Okay, that's looking good. And then we will just add a layer of pink concrete that just sits along the inside of the empty space, so just like this. That is perfect, and then the same on this opposite side, of course. Great, and then for the knot, we will just extend this 1 row backwards, and then we will just do this. So this is what it will look like just in the middle, and that's good. And then, of course, I'd match this. If you didn't add the polka dots to the base, then I would leave the bow as it is, but the bow also has white polka dots, but this is a lot simpler. So we'll remove this block here and replace it with white concrete, and then this block here, white concrete, and then this block, white concrete, and this block, white concrete. And then we'll just drop down here, replace this block with white concrete too, and this block with white concrete as well. And these are all the polka dots on that side of the bow, and we will do the same just here on the left side too. So here, and trying to explain this with instructions, verbal instructions, will be really, really hard. I think it's just easier for everyone if we just take a quick little look. That's what we've got to have, and there we go. Just copy that. That will be perfect. I did notice that I actually missed one all the way up here in this corner. So we then just want to flip onto the back, and we also want some white polka dots here as well. So here, and then we will have one here, and then here, and here, just like this. And then we will also have, let's stick one here too. There we go, that's good. I think that's a nice balance. And then on the opposite side, so here, and then just making sure that they're even on both sides here, here, and then here. Let's take a look, make sure that that's both even. Yeah, that looks absolutely fantastic. And once you have done that, we will have... Next, we are going to make the water slide. Come all the way over to the left side of the clubhouse and locate the top block right at the middle. It should be fairly easy to find. Place a pink concrete in this position and then extend to the right by 1. Then extend forwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forwards by 2. 1, 2. And then extend left. And the goal is to extend and connect just left of the starting position, like this. Remove this corner block and then fill the shape in that we have just made. Just like so. We then want to place a layer of purple concrete that sits below and outside of the top of this shape that is 3 rows long. So I think it's just easier to make it and then show you. So we want to have something that should look like this. So it just sits along the outside, it doesn't connect together in the corners, and is 3 rows long, extending down. And then here on this opposite side, we want to do the same thing as well, just for the inner row. And this is a bit easier because it's a more simple shape. There we have it. Then underneath this, we want to fill all of this empty space in using purple concrete, so we can fill all of that gap in. We just want to conform to the shape that we have. And then we can start making the drop of the slide. So it's fairly simple. We will take this purple concrete and extend down by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then right 1, down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Right 1, down 1. Right 1, down 1. Right 2. Extend towards us by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then extend down and forwards until we eventually connect to the ground, just like so. Then we want to come to the opposite side of the slide, which is just here, and we want to start extending down. So we will extend down by 1, 2, 3, and then forwards 1, down by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then forwards 1, down 1, forwards 1, down 1, and then forwards by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then extend in, out, and then this way we want to extend left, and we want to match this purple concrete, and then we extend down and forwards until we have this shape. So fairly simple. We then want to remove this row of purple concrete, and then we want to extend purple concrete down. So do we want this? Okay, so we want to extend the purple concrete down, and we want to make the base of the slide, and we want it to look like this. So you can see we start extending down, we join together in these corners here to create the drop, and now we're just going to fill the inside of this space in with purple concrete. So here, here, here. I'm going to remove these blocks here so that we have somewhere for water to go. We'll take a look at the outside of the slide. That looks pretty good, but I actually like this effect. I like to join the purple concrete together underneath, just like so. And it just gives it like a little bit of a chunkier look, but I appreciate it. And can do the same just here at the base of the slide as well. I think that looks really good. And now we are going to work on the pool that the slide actually filters into. So, to make this, we will start off by digging just left of the base of the slide here. And then we'll dig up 2, and we'll replace those blocks with sand. We then want to dig left of this sand by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Left 1. Up 1. Left by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Forwards. Left. Forwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Down. Right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Down by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Down. Right. Down. Right by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up, right, and then just extend up. And you should join here. So we can actually fill all of that in using smooth quartz block, just like this. Then, as we have worked back on ourselves, we want to dig above this quartz. 1, 2, 3. Right 1, up 1. And then right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, right. Down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then left, down, left. Just like this. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And we can just fill all of this in with smooth quartz. And then we just have to add a little bit more flavour to this. So we actually want to join these circular shapes together. So in this corner here, we want to dig to the right, 1, 2, 3, up one, right one, and up. And we want to fill this gap in with smooth quartz slab. And we want the same on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, down, right, and then down. And then we can add smooth quartz slab in here, which will give us this. And then we are able to remove all of the grass inside of the ears. And we can fill this in with sand. Notice how I am just leaving this. So I'm just going to... Of course we got rid of the purple, but that's okay. So I'm just going to add some purple concrete around here, make sure it looks nice. So we can do the same here. Actually, this shall be sand. So we'll place sand here to here. Yeah, that looks good. And then on the opposite side, we want to replace all of the grass inside this opposite ear with sand as well. Then, the remaining Mickey head, so I guess we can call it the face area, the head area, whatever, it doesn't matter, the large part. We're going to replace all of this grass So, all of this grass is meant to be water, but I'm actually going to dig one row further down, and I'm going to replace the base layer of the pool with light blue concrete. And the reason being is we just get like a really nice blue pool rather than just like a dirt pool, which I think we can all agree. We'd rather swim in a nice, clean, light blue concrete pool. I don't think that there's... Is there any argument there? Would you guys rather swim in a dirty pool or a nice, clean blue pool? Leave a comment down below. But we'll replace the base with light blue concrete and then we'll water on top. Now, quite clearly, this block should be a smooth quartz slab, and then underneath here we'll probably have a block. So, why does this look so messy? I think it's the sand that's throwing me off. We'll replace that with a purple concrete and we'll be done with it, and then we can just water the pool. Which just sounds funny. I'm going to go outside and water the pool. But there we go. Now we have our slide and we have our pool, and we can even add water to the slide as well. I like to add it up to the top here, and then we do just have to add water to this part, and then we can just flow rather nicely. So now the water slide actually functions as an actual slide, and that is absolutely perfect. Next up, we are going to add a yellow concrete wall all the way around everything that we have built. So the yellow concrete sits directly on top of the white concrete grid. And then we can place in the corners 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow concrete extending one direction, 3 yellow concrete extending the other, 1, 2, 3, and then a block in the corner, which looks a little bit weird, but if you remove the outer blocks and leave this, then we have this really nice curve that we can apply to each one of the 4 corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then just remove the outer blocks. And the blocks do want to join together, kind of like in the corners as well. And it just makes a really nice, clean curve. So instead of a big giant rectangle, we have an oval. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that we've done that, we just have a much cleaner look. To get into the clubhouse, we remove these 3 middle blocks at the front of the wall. So these coincide with the 3 middle blocks of the actual clubhouse itself. It's really easy to line it up. And we replace this stone block here with, or rather, we replace this block here with a stone, and then we leave a gap of 1, and we create a stone pathway extending all the way inwards. We line up with the middle of the pool, and then we start extending this way. So just leaving a gap of 1 between every single stone that we place, we extend and we line up with the middle of the chute. You guys will be able to see roughly where we place this, and then we place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone extending in like this, and then we start extending off to the side. And we stop here where we wouldn't be able to place any more stone anyway. And then we start extending back towards the door. And we place stone blocks like this. So there's like 1 either side of the door. And then we just remove these 3 blocks in front of the door. Replace them with magenta concrete. And if we take a look, this right here is the entire outside of the clubhouse complete. With the entire outside of the clubhouse complete, we can now head inside and work on the interior. First of all, we will turn our attention to the front of the clubhouse. As we walk in, on this wall, there are 2 yellow concretes with a lever here and a stone button here. Right in the very middle of the front bottom of the wall of the clubhouse, that is a mouthful, this block right here, we place 5 blue concrete in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stick an item frame on top, and then blue concrete left 2 and right 2. And we add a row of blue behind. We then add a 3x3 row of light blue stained glass here. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 more rows, just like this. We then place sea lanterns directly behind the light blue stained glass. We then place a yellow concrete here, red here, here, and here, just like this. And we do the same on the opposite side. Yellow, red, 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 like this. We then place lime terracotta behind this. So the lime terracotta extends from here to here, up to, right up, and then just all the way across the back. And it will extend across and join in the same way. But it's a bit easier for me if we start right here, place a lime, and then we can extend up, 1, 2, left, up, and then we can just join this way. And then we can fill this backdrop in with lime terracotta, and the end result will look like this. Next, we will throw down a loom, open it up, place a red banner in there with yellow dye, and apply the per pale inverted pattern. Now, we need this banner, but we might as well make another one whilst we're here. Throw in the blue banner and red dye, and apply the base Dexter Canton pattern. Put lime dye in there and apply the Chief Dexter Canton. Put light blue dye in there and apply the base Sinister Canton pattern. For some reason, we don't have another yellow dye, which was really annoying, but we'll just grab one. We can place the banner in there with the yellow dye again, and then we can apply the Chief Sinister Canton pattern, put that back in with the regular blue dye, not light blue, and apply the Bourgeois pattern. And that gives us 2 handy banners. So these banners go in 2 different places. This one, the red and yellow, goes right here, and then the blue banner that we have just made goes right here. on this wall. Next, we are going to come all the way back over here, and we are going to stack 2.5 purple blocks on top of each other. So using slabs, we make 1 block, 2 block, and then a slab on top. We then extend to the right 1, 2, and then we join all the way down. Yellow concrete here, red concrete here, red nether brick wall here, crimson trapdoor underneath, flip up a crimson trapdoor either side, just like this. Leave a gap of 1 and place 1, 2, 3, light blue concrete like this. Extend right 2, down, yellow concrete in the middle here, polished blackstone button here, gap of 2, 1, 2, purple concrete here, warped fence on top of it, yellow concrete on top of the fence. In front of the purple concrete, we will place a grey banner and bamboo buttons either side of the purple. We then, in this position, will place a sand and surround that with bookshelves. Place 2 rows of light blue stained glass on top of the bookshelves and fill the inside of the space in with water. Add kelp extending up to the top of the tank here and purple carpet on top of the glass and the kelp. Then we will place a 2x2 square of polished blackstone wall here in this position with blue carpet on top. We will then leave a gap of 1 right of this and place a 2x2 square of yellow concrete in this position. Against this wall, we will place 2 light blue concrete with white banners in front. Flower pot here, allium here. We will then leave a gap of 1 in front of this yellow concrete and place a purple slab. Extend forwards and then place a set of purple blocks directly to the right of these slabs. Then, leaving a gap of 3 in front of this, so 1, 2, 3. To the right here, we will place a red concrete, and on top of it, a mangrove fence, and an ochre frog light on top of that. Then, we will come all the way over to this table, and we will count 1, 2 blocks in front. To the left here, 2 mangrove planks. Add a row on top. Stick pale oak buttons in front here, with side-by-side pale oak stairs on top. Then we will place inwards facing mangrove stairs directly in front of this. Then we have to make another banner, which we should have made earlier, but I am forgetful. Throw down a loom, open it up, cyan banner in there with green dye, and apply the border pattern. That's it. So next we are going to replace these pink concrete blocks with purple concrete, like so. We will head into this hallway and we will place a cyan banner, the cyan banner that we made here, with warped slabs underneath it, so we want a row of 3. Then we want to smooth out this wall by placing magenta concrete like this and extending across the top of the banner all the way to the front entrance, and we just want to create a ceiling like this leading to our black concrete. We want to extend the black concrete up and down as well, so we want to make this all nice and uniform. We want to make a relatively symmetrical hallway, although there is nothing here on this side of the build. This is looking great. And then we can just remove all of the grass all the way up to the point of the purple concrete. And we can replace all of this with magenta. And then we can head into the clubhouse now. And we are going to make 3 separate floors, pretty much. So the first floor starts all the way over here in this corner. We dig 1, 2, 3 blocks like this, 2 here, and then we start digging over this way, but then it's actually easier to do just this. So in front of this block we dig 1, 2, 3 again, and then we do 2 here, and then we just connect across the front like this, right? And we can just fill this in with green concrete. Oh, this block here has to be pink terracotta, so this lines up with the center of the mouse. I cannot remember the name of the machine, but I'm sure that you guys do. So Is it the mouse machine? I'm gonna get a comment about that. I really should know it. I've heard the song about 5 million times, but okay. So now that we have filled all of that in with green concrete, we can turn our attention to the opposite side here. So we want to do a very similar thing. We are going to start off in this corner and we will dig forwards 1, 2, 3, and then 2 here, 1, 2, and then we can just start digging across like this. So all the way over here in front of this block, 1, 2, 3, and then just 1, 2, and then we can just join together like this. And we'll just fill this in with lime terracotta. So this outer row, but this is actually a bit more complicated. So now that we've done that, we also want to create like a semicircle starting here. So we dig 1, 2 in front of this position, and then we just start digging all the way over to the right, and we connect, so it wouldn't be this block here, so yeah. So just right at this table, we then start digging inwards diagonally, and this inner patch of grass, this semicircle, wants to be replaced with blue concrete, just like this. And that looks fantastic. And then we can go ahead and remove all of the remaining grass, and we can replace all of this with lime terracotta. So it's a rather complicated floor, and it gets a bit more complicated when we actually move to the final part as well. So that is what this area is meant to look like, and now we're just going to... Actually, so this might be an easy way to do it. Okay, so the remaining part of the floor is a mixture of cyan terracotta, red terracotta, and yellow terracotta. The main part of the floor is cyan, but we use red terracotta and yellow terracotta to make polka dots. So the polka dots look like this. They are 2x2 squares and single blocks like so. And there's a little method in doing this. We kind of just want to try and not repeat the same pattern constantly. So we want to try and randomize as best as we can. And this is super difficult, by the way. Like, some squares. Some squares of like red terracotta, some single red terracottas, some single yellow terracottas, and we kind of want to spread a pattern that looks very similar to this is fine, maybe even like an extra yellow terracotta here. We want to kind of like spread a random pattern of polka dots throughout the floor. I don't have in my plans included like a particular pattern to do, like I've just tried to randomize it myself. So if you can try and do something similar, or if you would like, it'll actually be easier once we remove the remaining grass. I'm going to remove the grass, and I'm going to replace it with cyan terracotta. And then, if you'd like, you can literally directly copy the pattern that I've made, or you can kind of just try and create your own, which is, like I said, that's what I have done. This is not the same as the original, but it's close enough, and it looks good. Like, it would be rather painstaking just to recreate it when it's meant to be random anyway. But now that we have removed and replaced all of the grass with cyan terracotta, this is exactly what we have, and this looks amazing. Do feel free to pause the video, copy it if you like, but honestly, just create a random pattern for yourself. Okay, next, we are going to make the second floor. The second floor is going to start right here, so the middle of the front wall, directly above our lime terracotta, we will place a yellow terracotta. 3 orange terracotta in front of it, 1, 2, 3, and then we will place a purple concrete in front of that. We want to do the same thing on each one of the 3 remaining sides. We find the middle of the wall, yellow terracotta, 1, 2, 3 orange, purple, just like this. And then at the back wall also, yellow, 1, 2, 3, purple. And then here above the entrance, yellow, 1, 2, 3, purple. So let's just make sure that that's perfect. That all lines up. That's perfect. So then, from here, we will extend the purple concretes outwards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do this for all of them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we want to join these together in the middle by just placing a series of 3 purple concrete blocks, just making a right angle, and they'll just join together and then make a circle rather nice and naturally. We will place iron bars on the purple concrete. Just like so. We will extend a layer of yellow terracotta all the way around the edge of the clubhouse. So we're not connecting it in the corners, but we will just extend it all the way around like this. And then we will fill the center of this shape in with orange terracotta. So it doesn't really matter how you do this. I don't even know what way I'm doing this. This is such a weird way of filling it in. I guess I'm kind of just following the inside of the shape. This has backfired. This has turned so messy. But once it's all filled in, we will be left with this, which just makes up the second floor. We have to find a way to get up and down the second floor. The way that I like to do it is in this corner here, set of ladders, break into the second floor, just like this. We just want enough ladders so that we can actually just get up here. And I like to surround the ladders with glass to create a tube, which we will do down here as well. So if you like, you can or cannot have the tube. It's up to you. You don't need it, but I do believe that is the way that we would get up and down in the show. So ladders in a tube. It's the most premium way to travel in the entire world. Also, we have to break in to the slide, which is right here. We actually nailed it. So the slide is right here. It's on the opposite side to the entrance. And we're just going to remove these blocks here and these blocks. And maybe these. I don't think we'd... Oh, we needed that one. Okay, let's put that back. So we will extend these purple concretes all the way down to the ground. Like this. That's perfect. We'll add... This should really be pink concrete. We'll add pink concrete in the inside of this, and you know what? I kind of want the polka dot as well. There we go. And then we can have a set of ladders extending all the way up. And then we want to place purple concrete here. So we just want to give the appearance that we have a tube, just as we have on the outside, but inside. So a tube that leads up to the actual water slide. Remove these 2 blocks, stick an oak door, and then we'll actually be able to get up and out of the clubhouse now. So we can get up and down the clubhouse, which is fantastic. Now we have a bunch of stuff to add up here. First, we want to find the middle of the back wall, which is fairly easy. It's this white concrete block right here. And we want to place 1, 2, 3 sea lanterns extending forward. Red concrete here, here, and here. Left of this red concrete, we will place a purple concrete. Extend up, left, up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, up, right 2, and then 2 lime concrete to the right, down, right, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then left and down, just like this. And then we are going to extend the purple and lime concretes to the back wall. So we just want to cover up any gaps that we would have. Which then allows us to place light blue concrete here and here. Which leaves a vaguely Mickey Mouse looking shape, which we can fill in, or should we say Minnie Mouse looking shape, with magenta concrete. Then we can add hopper here, with a skeleton skull here, and an acacia button here. We will then place a bamboo button here and here, crimson button here and here, and a warped button here and here. Like this. Next, we will turn our attention to this side of the clubhouse, and this is above the entrance. So, we will start off by placing a red concrete here, right in the middle, which we will extend forwards, 1, 2. And then left 2, 1, 2, and right 2, 1, 2. We'll place light blue concrete right and left, and extend the light blue concrete up by 3, 1, 2, 3. And here, 1, 2, 3. We will then extend the light blue concrete inwards, up, join together, just like this. Then, above and behind the red concrete, we will stack a row of bookshelves. Then, here, we will place 1, 2, 3 bookshelves, fill the rest in with orange terracotta. Then, here, in the corners of the ear sections, we will place a 2 by 2 square of resin. And then we will place light blue concrete in such a way that we surround the resin, not connecting together in the corner. So it will look like this. Next, we are going to place a stone button here and here, with spruce trapdoors here and here. We also want to connect the sides of this bookcase and the top, which I suppose is also a side, to this wall, just like so. And then, here in this corner, is this block necessary? Yes, it is. That was a huge mistake. So, here, we will place a row of 1, 2, 3 smooth quartz blocks. We'll stack a row behind, and extend up an additional row, and the middle block too. 2 lime carpet here, 2 magenta carpets here. We will place 2 block of raw gold here, and we will surround said gold with spruce trapdoors. Add a row on top and flip it up. Then creeper head here, Steve head here. We then want to place a sea lantern right here on this wall, which we will then surround with blue concrete. Then we'll add 2 polished tuff wool extending up to join to the top, and then we will add blue concrete around the top 2 corners, like this. Next, we have to find the middle of the top of the clubhouse. So to do this, we can cross-sect with the door here for the tube, and the sea lantern here, or the hopper, the middle of this machine. So you find the middle of the tube, the middle of the machine, trace it up to the ceiling, and place 1, 2 diorite wool extending down. Ochre frog light dangling down from that, and then we surround the diorite wool with upside down smooth quartz stair. We place 3 rows of glass extending down from the stairs, and we just connect together underneath. So we just encase that in a glass box. We place a chain here, so we leave a gap of 1 from the light, and we place a row of chains that are of the same length as the light, with a polished tuff wall underneath, and this is on the side of the bookshelf. Then, if you want to make the floor, the second floor, a little bit more realistic, you can chunk out some blocks and replace them with either light blue concrete or yellow concrete, and you can do this in whatever proportion that you like, and it will look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more like the actual show floor that way. There are also a mixture of crimson and warped and bamboo buttons kind of like surrounding the treasure chest. And lastly, we can add pink concrete in this position. So filling in this little gap that we have here. So just all the way around the edge of the clubhouse. So probably like here as well. And here. And here. So we basically just want to smooth out this wall on the second story. So instead of there being like a 2-row gap, it just looks a lot cleaner this way. is all there is to it. So we can just do this, extending all the way around just like this. We can fill this gap in here. That's why I got confused with the positioning of this stair earlier. And that just looks so much better. And believe it or not, that's it. And that's it. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my other content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.